Hi and welcome to the Workshop 2.2 modeling for Module 2 of ENG 668. So this is again for ANSYS DesignModeler. This workshop, again, you will need to download the files, and what we're looking for is Workshop 2.2 to get it all going, because it has all the parts that's needed for this section. So double click on this once you've downloaded it. Now once it's opened up, you'll see that it's a design modeler already. So right click, edit geometry and design modeler. So once design model is opened up, you can see straight away it's got a sketch that's already been provided in the XY plane. So the first thing that we're going to do is configure the flexible section of the manifold. So we're going to be looking at the 3D operation required for this. So the sketch needs to be revolved, and the second one, you need to be using a pattern. So the first things first, obviously, is to use the revolve function, and you can find the revolve function on here. Select the sketch one, press apply, and then the axis here we want to select is to make sure that it's this axis here, and press apply, and then if we then press generate, it creates our first section here that's needed. So the next thing we need to do is we need to do the pattern function. So create using a pattern, zoom out a little bit here, and it'll be really good. Select the body, press apply. Now select this axis here, and what we can see is the arrow pointing towards us, and if we click on this arrow here, you can see the arrow pointing the different direction, and that's what we need. Press apply, and it's going to be 10, and then what we want to do is we want 15 copies of these, and press generate. So it creates our flexible section that's needed for this part. So again here you can see that it's a solid, and again just keep an eye on this as we go through. So the next thing here is we need to extrude another circular cylinder section. So what we're going to do is we're going to select this face here and make sure that the face tool selection is selected, otherwise you won't be able to select that face. And what we want to do is we want to extrude this face section. So again, just use the extrude function, and you can see that it's going out the wrong direction. So here, what we want to do now is make sure that that face is selected and the direction, select this here. Where it says normal, what we want to do is the direction is make sure that it's both axisymmetric. Okay, the thing is going to be fixed, the depth is 140. Now here the extend type, here where it says is fixed, so that's for depth 1. What we want is to have a different depth. So where it says symmetric, we want to make sure it says axisymmetric, so it uses the axis to give us 2 different depths, and the other depth is going to be 910. And we can zoom out a little bit here, and you can see that's fine. Press generate, and again here you can see it's still one solid, and we've got both sides on the cylinder for the manifold. So now the next thing here, what we'll do is we're going to create a primitive cylinder to go into the middle section. So here what we're going to do is we'll go to create primitives, and we'll use cylinder, and make sure that the cylinder is in the XY plane for the current part. Base plane is an XY plane, and material, set the following coordinates. So we can see that here, if we did it in the XY plane, it's going to cause a bit of a tricky situation. So what we'll do is, I think it's the YZ plane that we need. Yes. Okay, so as you can see, it's in the YZ plane. So just be careful with the workshop sometimes. It's got some, but obviously just use your understanding of where the cylinder needs to be and which direction it needs to point. So we still add as material, and what we're going to do is, if you look at the radius is 60 mil. The X component is minus 300. Oop. Oh, right. Sorry, maybe that is XY plane. Oh, yep, okay. It's done that. So minus 300. And then in the X down here is minus 300. And it puts it into position. Okay, so that's that done. Press generate. And we've got that there. Next step here is obviously you can still see that it's all being concided into as one form part body. So we need to think about using different kind of geometries and being to be able to split these, because obviously sometimes it's much better to split the bodies and working on it separately. So again, if I created everything as a frozen, then it would have been done as a frozen, but sometimes here we need these to be created so we can create slices. So the first thing that we're going to do is bodies need to be in a frozen state to remain independent, and the bodies can be created as frozen in the first instance or using slicing operations. So what we're going to do is slice by edge loops. So click on the plus Z so we can see what we're doing. And if we just zoom in a little bit, I'm going to use this section first. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go from the create menu. So what we're going to do is look for slice, and here we're going to look for slice by edge loop, and it says to select the edges, and the edges that we want to select is going to be the first edge here, and the second edge is here. Okay, apply, generate. Okay, so we can see that it's automatically sliced our body. Oh, sorry, it must have been it selected only one edge. So what's happened there was I accidentally selected, so if you right click, edit selection, I've got the one edge here, and make sure we select the other edge there, apply, generate, and then we've got our three separate bodies. Okay, looking good. Alright. So the next thing here is we want to slice off by surface as well. So here we're going to use this surface. So again, create, slice, and this time it's by surface. And the surface I'm going to select. So again, clicking on here, it'll go yellow. Select this surface, press apply, press generate, and now you can see that we've got 4 bodies as needed. Okay, so again, doing it from the other end, we want to slice this surface as well. So create, slice of surface, select surface, that one there, apply, generate. Okay, so now we've got 5 bodies and they're all separated. Okay, so now as you can see they're all frozen bodies, we can move on, and what we want to do now is we want to add the silencer part assembly, which is a bit of a non-primitive elliptical shape, so we'll need to create a new plane and correct the position for the elliptical kind of like domain, what we need to do. So the first things first is obviously looking over here, we select this surface because that's where the silencer is going to go, and then if you click on the sketching, it will automatically create a sketch on that surface. So what we want to do is we're going to use the view to wireframe. So again, view here, wireframe, so we can see everything in the wireframe. It makes it much better. And what we're going to do here now is we're going to zoom in a little bit. And I think it's best if we click on that so we can see what we're doing. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw using the elliptical tool, so ellipse. And here, what we're going to do is make sure that you see the P symbol for auto constraint, and click on the x-axis for the approximate location to make sure where it is. So here, P, and then here what we're going to do is click on that, and then click on this up here, and just drop that down there. So we've got kind of an ellipse shape. What we're going to do is use the dimensions. So from dimensions, we'll select the geometry, and what we're going to do is sequence using the y-axis, select the elliptical edge, and click position dimension to convenient place what we need to do. So here, from the dimension, we're going to use the general tool. I'm going to select the y-axis and then select this one here, and then that's going to give us a dimension. And then at the same time we also do it with the x-axis as well. So again, general, use that, and then select the bottom edge. Control Z. We've got that going. So what we want to do is general, select, Control Z, do this ellipse again. Okay, so we've got these two values here, and what we're going to do is H, that one there's going to be 150, that's going to be 75, so we've got something like this. Okay, use this tool button here to zoom to fit, and it can give you a better view of what's happening. So another thing what we want to do is you can then go back to your views and look at a shaded exterior if you wish. And what we want to do now is we want to extrude that sketch by 500 millimeters and add it as frozen. So extrude 500, add as frozen, generate, so it becomes a separate body. Got that there, that's correct. And again here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bodies as to the workshop instructions. Now what we want to do is we're going to create a 2 cylindrical pipes coming out the other end of the silencer. So again here, select your face tool, select that, and again we should be able to create a datum, new datum plane there, and then press generate, and it creates that for us. So once we've got that there, what we want to do is go to that plane, plane 14, and what we want to do is create a cylinder. So primitive cylinder. Make sure that's plane 11. Okay, and it's going to be add as frozen. Make sure that's correct. And the X is 80, and the radius is 25, and the Z component is 250. Okay, so we got all of that, and that's absolutely correct. Press generate, and we've got our first cylindrical part in the silencer. And what we want to do is we want to use the mirror option to create the second part. So again, create body transposition, use the mirror, click on this, apply. Here is going to be the XY plane, apply, generate, and we've got our two parts. That's good. And now we've got 8 bodies, absolutely correct. And the key thing now here is to do the final touches, which is basically to create another plane to cut the ends off as an angle. So here what we'll do is, again, select, make sure the face tool selector is selected, select that face here, and what we'll do is create a new domain, generate on that, and in the detail view of this one, there is a way to use the transform. So by me pressing generate, I've accidentally fixed that, so I can right click and edit selection. Click on that there, and here we can go to transform, offset Z, so offset Z, and here what we'll do is put -20, and then transform to is rotate along the X, so rotate about the X, and this is going to be 15, and press generate. So we can see here it's got that kind of an angle on the end of the exhaust. So the next thing now is to use the slice tool, so create slice, and what we'll do is we're going to slice by plane. So slice by plane, select the plane, which is plane 8 for you guys, or plane 12 for me, and then press generate, and you can see now it's sliced those through, and then simply I can just select those two, select these two bodies, create, delete bodies. Right. There we go. And that's the workshop done for this one here. So again, here all I'm doing is pressing Control, the middle button, to move them around, middle button to rotate, and zoom in and out using the middle mouse button. Okay, so the next step now is to move on to module 3, which is geometry cleanup and modification. So again, here there's going to be 2 workshops, 3.1 and 3.2.